Well, it's a damn good thing they don't have a problem with me filming them. Or so they said, anyway. So tonight, I am going to finish last night's mission. And two pieces of news. One, I found my gloves, which is great, because it is still very fucking cold. Well, this is pretty weird. A truck, semi-truck on the highway with a license plate light. Just a single white light, but it still counts. No trailer, and as far as I know, he is the first truck to actually do that. Off-road lights on the highway, dim lit license plate. It's a flatbed, looked like a Ford truck. The off-road lights were legal last night, but not tonight. No fog. Weed smell, again at 10th and Q. Q as in Queen. White four-door car on the highway, off-road lights. Remember the red Ford station wagon from last night? I believe it was. That was parked in the yellow zone. Well, still parked there. Corner of 5th and M. I believe it's M. M as in Michael. White truck, failure to signal a turn. You know, I was thinking, they do whatever they want. They get to choose whatever laws they want to follow and piss on every other obligation they have. They do what they want. They don't care about the solemn oath they took. They're representatives of the city and state, and I know it's the state because every time I get a ticket, it always says the state of Oregon versus, and then my name. So, they are in fact not officers of the law. They are, I would say, officers of anarchy, because I don't know of any law that says you can do whatever the fuck you want. That signifies to me anarchy. They are anarchists. Prove me wrong. Look who's back. Back in the yellow zone. Okay, I'm at the pit station and I am proceeding with my mission. I believe that's Lewis. Huh. Believe he might come this way so I can get his quarter panel number. Sounded to me like disturbing the peace. Now, I don't have my clock to tell me what time it is, but I would assume this guy who is living right next to that going on would be a little pissed off. Alrighty, turn the lights off now. And now he's on the move. Hear the beeping. And for the record, I do have my tripod tonight, trying to get some steady video. I wonder how much steady video I can get of Yankee George Peters 0906, Kendall license plate frame. It's Kendall Ford dealership. Still don't know what kind of friggin' car this is. Is he still parked in the yellow zone? Just barely he is. Let's see if we can get that a little better. He is just barely, I would say, an inch in. Now, obviously, according to Lewis, nothing's going to be done about it. But it's breaking the law regardless. And while I was in there, let's line up where that cop had to be. Alright, so he was roughly right here with his headlights. What's right there? So if he was into this crosswalk that I'm walking through right now, and you say I'm paranoid that they're following me and shit, huh? Seems kind of weird. A cop would need to park in a yellow zone and a crosswalk just to see what I'm doing in there. What, you don't think Lewis can handle himself? And Lewis just went by in the SUV. There he is. Oh, you didn't use the turn signal to pull over there, Lewis. Reason I started watching him was because he failed to stop at the stop sign right here to my left. Hello, hello. He's fucking with somebody on a bicycle. Hang on a second. Does anybody see flashing lights? I don't. This is not a legal stop. And you wonder why I filmed them. Well, people like that are trying to mind their own business. Right now being illegally harassed because there are no flashing lights on the cop vehicle. So I have to get closer. I don't see how that's necessary to run a stop sign just to stop somebody illegally who's on a bicycle, an old woman minding her own business. Now, if she doesn't have a light on her bike and that's the reason you stopped her, well, fine, I can understand that. However, you do not need to run one of these to make your fucking point. An old woman on a bicycle, you're in a fucking V8 powered Chevy SUV. Who's gonna get away? Very bad angle. I'm crossing the street. And just as I do, need to try to get his quarter panel number. Watch him. Oh, he comes to a complete stop. Leaves the line kind of hard. Did he just click his high beams too? Damn, dude, is that necessary? Comes to a complete stop again. Because he knows he's being filmed. Well, it only took 2 fucking years for them to start doing that when they know they're being filmed. I'm listening for sound right now. I'm not hearing a whole hell of a lot. I would expect to hear that V8 driving around. I think he stopped. There he is. Big truck with off-road lights. Well, I just had a run-in with one of my latest subscribers on CopStoppers, and he told me a story, one that I heard about on the internet, about a kid getting shot. And he shook my head and said, oh, that's pretty cool, what you're doing. And he asked me if I needed any help, and I just told him, well, dude, just get a camera and start filming it. Anytime you see him got somebody pulled over. Hang on, we got the SUV again. There's your steady video. Come on, get out of my way.